Thank you all so much for being here. Please welcome to the stage 2 gay Matts.
Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here.
There are thousands of you. Oh my God.
This is wild. Like,
oh, they're all of LA is here tonight.
Yes, we'll say that.
You know,
it's generous.
I like being generous. This is almost Thanksgiving, right?
Thank you so much for coming. It means so much to us.
Thank you so much.
For anyone who doesn't know, we are 2 gay Matts. I'm Matt Palmer. This is Matt Steele.
Hi, I'm Matt Steele. Is anyone here like a guest of someone and they have no idea who the hell we are?
What?
Yes.
Yes.
That's my friend's husband. He's trying to get screen time. He's trying to get screen time here. Yeah. Anybody? No. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello,
thank you for being here.
Quick question: who is this on my shirt?
It is.
That's wrong.
Well, no, that's Anna Kendrick.
But it's not.
You are right, sir.
It's not real.
Don't listen to him.
I just want to let you know, this woman right here is you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This woman right here.
I didn't know we were doing this.
This woman right
this
here.
feels unplanned.
This woman right here is me. This woman right here is all of us at our worst.
And what's her name, Matt
Her name
Steele?
is Kathy from the musical The Last 5 Years. Get into it. Everyone here is a Kathy tonight.
It's true.
We love you all. Do we sit down?
Yeah, let's sit down. Okay, we have a podcast for you guys.
You have
and
podcast, yeah.
It has been going on for a long time. We usually live stream this on YouTube, and we're just telling ourselves, this is the same, except y'all are here, and we're not on the internet.
Exactly. So if like the people who yell at us on the internet for not liking Folklore and Evermore,
hopefully they're not here.
We don't actually like now. If y'all are here, we'll actually hear your voices coming at us, and we'll have our security guard kick you the fuck out.
So Matt Steele.
Yes.
How was your week?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know.
This is what we do at the beginning of every podcast. We ask how each other's weeks were. My week was very good. My mother came into town. Mrs.
Yes,
Steele.
Mama Steele is here. Give it up for Mama Steele.
Mrs. Steele is
the queen herself.
You will recognize her. She will be the one giving the standing ovation at the end of the night because that is what she does. All of my little community theater shows, she would do makeup or props or something like that.
Right.
And she would always make sure to run from like all the way around the theater to run into the audience to like give her sons a standing ovation.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So we've been having fun. She discovered the Grove.
It's a beautiful LA discovery.
She had never been there before. And like, you know, the Lady Gaga like meme of just like when she became famous, she described her lifestyle as just like club, another club, another club.
I do.
No sleep, plane.
Yes.
When my mom is in town, it's very much like grocery store, another grocery store, another grocery store.
Why grocery stores?
Sleep some more. It's a grocery store because you need to go you need to get the right canned tomatoes for the sauce for the gravy. And you know she was very upset because she found that the tomatoes in LA were a little too sweet. So you know, but the gravy tasted great, guys. Don't worry about that.
That's great.
She also found my future husband apparently on the plane.
Oh, what's his name?
His name is Greg.
Hi, Greg.
No, Greg is not here. Well, I mean, all of LA is here tonight, but Greg sat next to her. He helped her with her bags. It was very sweet. And you know what she said to him? She said, "You look exactly like my son's ex-boyfriend."
Which one? The one who wore plaid?
The one who wore plaid.
Okay.
The one who wore plaid.
I know him.
Yes, and so if Greg is out there, hi, Greg. She told me all about him except like his last name.
Right.
But Matt Palmer.
Yes.
How was your week?
I mean, the week's been good. I want us all to take a look at the PowerPoint that's going to be up. I have been involved with this PowerPoint night and day because this is a podcast that we talk about the news. And so it's like, oh, Barbara Streisand left a weird comment. I need to make an image for that. So when things change, when things move, that was me. I want you to care about it because I care a whole fucking lot.
I just want everyone to know I didn't do shit.
It's true. I didn't say that exactly.
I designed this T-shirt on some website. I don't even remember what the fuck website it was. And I ordered it, and that is the extent of what I did.
It looks great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We also were here on Thursday because we were at Love It or Leave It. We were guests on this incredible podcast, Love It or Leave It.
On this stage.
They emailed us randomly and were like, will you come? And I was like, yes, tell me when, tell me where. And it was a great time.
I know.
And we're back again.
We're back. This is our home now. We live here.
I do live here.
So we're going to do all of our live streams here.
I don't know that.
We could do it. You know I'm born for the spotlight, darling.
I mean, yes, you do seem right at home.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am, aren't I?
And also, can we give some applause for Jackson?
Jackson.
He's my loving boyfriend He was the announcer earlier. He is going to be doing all of the transitions for the PowerPoint. This isn't just about the PowerPoint, but it is kind of. And so if something goes wrong, I'd like us to blame him first before we blame me.
Yeah,
That's what I would like.
Well, you're going to have all of LA coming for him now because all of LA is here tonight.
Okay.
So good luck with that, Jackson. Good luck,
I think you're going to do great, babe. Thumbs up. Okay,
Thumbs up.
Should we jump in?
We're going to jump in. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to talk about the news, but it's news for idiots because we are idiots, and we only talk about fun stuff here. This isn't Love It or Leave It.
Well, some of this is serious, but anything involving Barbra Streisand and the Tony nominations is fucking serious.
Okay, well, let's get to it.
Okay,
so this is Barbra Streisand. That's Melissa McCarthy.
If you don't know.
Not seen them before, that's what they look like. They're beautiful. And on Monday, April 29th, which was my birthday, not to brag.
Happy birthday to Matt Palmer.
Melissa McCarthy shared a photo of herself and on her Instagram, and in the comment section, Streisand, who is, let's note, 82, no judgment, just the truth, context, wrote in the comments, "Give him my regards, did you take Ozempic?" One line. The remark was deleted, but it was captured by comments by celebs. And you went back and forth. I kept seeing that you were calling it iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't go back and forth as shit, guys.
You were happy to see that comment.
Oh, it's adorable.
That's the thing. It's like, to me, it seemed very clear that this was meant to be a DM. She wasn't trying to call out Melissa McCarthy. She was truly asking.
Well, no, so here's the thing. People like Barbra Streisand especially, and Melissa McCarthy, they live on another plane.
Okay.
So like to them, Ozempic isn't like a hush-hush word. It's just like, oh girl, you did it. You got it. It's like, oh girl, you got that smoothie. What's that fancy like Whole Foods?
Erewhon. Thank you, Sarah.
It's like, oh, you went to Erewhon.
Oh, wasn't Sarah? Okay. Oh, Julia. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Jackson's
Julia.
sister, lovely Julia.
Jackson, yes. And so I think it's a very casual conversation amongst, the Richies out there.
Right, but people were offended. There was a lot of discussion about this, but Melissa went back to Instagram and posted a video of herself showing a magazine she's reading a magazine all about Barbra Streisand, and said she reached out to me and she thought I looked good. I win the day.
Because she looked great.
She looks great?
Yes.
That's a positive outlook. And I think if I had one birthday wish, it would be that we were as positive as Miss Melissa McCarthy, you know?
And as positive as Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of something.
Okay, that's also true, but it's like, see, you could turn a negative into a positive pretty easily. Yeah. Just flip the coin.
And I just thought it was adorable because it's like, who doesn't have like the great aunt who like maybe posts something a little too extra in the comments section of your Facebook?
That's the thing, it's usually Facebook, so it being Instagram maybe threw people off.
All the more iconic. And it goes to show she runs her own Instagram, which I think is a beautiful thing.
That is true. She has her own mall under her house, but still runs her own Instagram.
Still runs her own Instagram.
She's a special lady.
I
love her.
All of her interns are like being the grocery store clerks for her, like in her mall. They don't have time to run her Instagram.
Of course. How could they?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so next up, equally important, Darren Criss. Very handsome man, looks great.
Yeah.
And this is a person who used to be on Glee. He has famously, portrayed many a gay character. He is a cisgendered straight man, which, we love everyone. That's great.
Love all of them.
But he came out this week, I believe, at a recent panel at the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo, and explained to all of us that he is culturally queer, or identifies as culturally queer. Yes, so I have been so culturally queer my whole life. I was gonna say not because I'm trying to be cool, but I'm gonna erase that because I am trying to be cool. 90% of the things in my life that I have tried to emulate and learn from and be inspired by are 100% queer as fuck.
I think this is kind of like I'm Melissa McCarthy in this situation. He's the Barbra Streisand, like saying like, I think you're cool.
Sure, but he's younger than us. So
Darren Criss?
I think so.
He's not younger than me.
I think he is. Could someone look up how old Darren Criss is? We won't say our ages, but we'll just say younger or older. I think he's younger than us.
I refuse to believe that.
That's a younger person.
This is gonna make me get up.
Okay.
I refuse to believe he's... Okay, I'm not 37, bitch.
All right, give it a couple years.
Thank you.
Close. We're close in age. He's not 82 is what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just saying it was your birthday recently.
As much as like, yes, maybe we as queer people should take the compliment, isn't it also like, being straight is fine. Like I
love being straight. But I love other people being straight.
Right. Whoever's straight out there, we love you and we're happy you exist. But you don't always have to like identify with what you are inspired by. Like I love Mariah Carey. I don't see her in the mirror. That would be amazing. But I don't.
If you saw Mariah Carey circa 2008, it'd be a great thing to see in the mirror.
I touched my body era. It was a great time for all of us.
when I look in the mirror, I do see Carol Channing in the future.
I think you should talk to someone about that. That's not normal.
I talk to myself, and I'm just like, fuck yes, this is great. But also culturally queer, I think most people who aren't as tuned in, they don't know he's straight.
Well,
they see Darren Criss and they're just like, oh,
sure,
yeah, he's
but he knows he's straight.
Sure.
You know, and if he's gonna go and say, I'm not gonna take any more queer roles, I won't be playing any more gay characters, why do we need to announce that we're culturally queer?
Well,
That's just my question.
You know, in these days, perception is reality. And so if the normal people want to see him as queer or something, it's probably what he is.
Great. I don't agree with that, but we have to move on. We're on a time limit that we're not usually on YouTube. Let's talk about something that Matt Steele really loves. The fucking Tony Awards.
Oh, guys, Broadway is back.
You have been saying that
since 2021.
I think so.
When it opened, well, it's back.
Still back.
It's
okay.
still back.
So apparently the Tony Award nominations came out. Was there anything that you were super excited about with the nominations? When I read this, I heard about a play called Hell's Kitchen, which
Musical,
excuse me, by Hell's Kitchen, which I did not know. It's an Alicia Keys jukebox musical. Who knew that existed?
Well, it's not. It has some of her tunes, but she also wrote original music specifically for this show.
It got 13 nominations.
Yeah.
Good for her.
I think the exciting thing about this Tony Awards season is that 15 musicals, like new musicals, opened this Broadway season.
Cool.
So that's way more than usually, especially after, the pandy. And so it was very much like, oh, which 5 are going to get in? So it was very much exciting to see. I think it was like Hell's Kitchen, Illinois. I think it's pronounced Illinois. It is Water for Elephants, The Outsiders, and something else.
Stereophonic? Is that
No, that's a play.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That got nominated. Actually, Stereophonic is probably going to win Best Play, but it got nominated for Best Original Score written for the stage because it's a play with music, and it's...
So wait, why isn't it a musical?
Because it takes place at a recording studio.
Okay.
And so it's all these people like going through the complexities of like recording an album in the 70s, recording a record and everything. You would probably like it. You'd be into it. And apparently the score is like fucking amazing and people are kind of like, this is probably gonna win Best Score, which I think the only time a show that was a play won Best Score at the Tony Awards was when A Christmas Carol won the Tony Award for Best Score, but that was like the 2021 Tonys where it was kind of just like, oh, these are the shows that open in 2020. So there weren't many original scores that year.
Right.
But still, it's cool.
Do you have anything else to say before we move on?
I have a whole shit ton to say, but I'm not
We're
going.
on the clock.
We're on the
It's
clock.
not our normal week. But something that was very exciting for me as far as the Tony nominations go is there was a Twitter spat that occurred between Christopher, I want to say Plummer. That's not the actor who played.
It's not.
Lloyd, thank you.
David, no, it's not Christopher Lloyd.
I know that, but he plays the Christopher Lloyd
plays the
character.
Christopher Lloyd.
Roger Bart, who apparently was the singing voice of Hercules, I learned from Jackson today.
And he's also a Tony Award winner.
Congratulations.
Playing Snoopy.
We love that for Roger. And there was a person named Michelle on Twitter who is a normal person, non-famous, and she says, quote, no offense to him, but how in the world did Roger Bart get a Tony nomination for Back to the Future? Okay, this isn't a nice thing to tweet, but she did not add him. She could have put asterisks over the vowels like I like to do when I'm talking shit, but she didn't add him. Roger Bart replies, hey, Michelle, period. No offense to you, period. But that may be one of the single rudest texts I've ever read. GFY, go fuck yourself is what that means.
Guys, Broadway is back! I love everything about this.
So, okay, I went back and forth about this because I was like, okay, that is kind of mean to publicly and like without the asterisks talk shit about this actor, man. But then I went to the tweet because again, I'm nosy. And so many Broadway people were like, gosh, Michelle, you're such a fucking bitch. And I'm like, whoa! She was allowed to state her opinion, and she didn't say, like, I hate this man and I want bad things for him. She said, I was surprised he got this nomination. He didn't need to do that.
He didn't need to do it, but he did, and I'm thankful.
Why are you thankful?
Because it's fucking fun, okay? It's the lowest stakes drama on the planet, and I think it will forever cement the theory that I have in my head that Broadway stars will always be more fun than Hollywood stars. Who would not tweet something like that? Sandra Bullock? Julia Roberts. You know who would tweet something like that? Tony Award winner Roger Bart. Telling someone to go fuck themselves. You know who else would say it? Elaine Stritch. If she was live, she would say it.
Like, oh, yeah, she was great. I loved her on 30 Rock.
She would absolutely tell Michelle to go fuck herself.
Sure, but then Michelle replied, hey, man, I didn't tag you in anything, so it's not a text to you. I can have an opinion on your performance. Sorry if you don't like that. Maybe you should turn off your search for your own name, or I don't know, just scroll on by. And on a show night, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Michelle's an icon. I'm Team Michelle.
I will say I'm mostly Team Michelle.
I'm absolutely Team
But,
Michelle.
But if Roger didn't do it, then Michelle wouldn't exist. So I'm thankful for Michelle for existing.
Can we invite
for
her
Roger for existing?
Yes, can we invite her on this show next week? I want to be like, Michelle,
Well,
how are
all
you
of
feeling?
LA is here. If Michelle lives in LA,
Right, she
we
could
need
be in the
to
room.
at her. She could be in the room now.
I also did like that the co-star of the show, Casey Lakes, replied, "Hey, Michelle, assuming this means you saw the show, thank you for your business." That's a good attitude.
That's a tweet
That's glass half full. I appreciated that
That's
a lot.
the kind like when was the last time you replied to a rude comment in one of our videos?
Replied, I usually just text them to you, and I'm like, look at this idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You reply.
no, I only I don't reply if they're just flat out rude. If they're just like, "Oh, y'all suck," I'm just like, "Okay, yeah." But if they actually say something that is factually incorrect,
Right.
If they're like, "Oh," and usually it's a Swiftie, and
Jesus Christ.
because they got memory,
Guys.
they got memories, they got memories. Everyone knows the Swifties have memories. They will go back to our videos.
We need them to like us, Matt, please.
We love everyone, and they will go back to like our old videos and be like, "Well, in this video from 2015, you said this information," and I'll go back and I'll be like, "I absolutely did not say that," and I'll like just correct them.
But does
very,
that feel
very
like
politely.
a good use of time when you do it?
What the fuck else am I doing?
I don't know, a lot.
I'm sitting here chatting with you about nonsense. That's
This
what
is
I got to do with
important.
my time.
This is important.
This is very important.
Okay, and lastly, vaguely Tony related. Glenn Close has a Tony, right?
Yes, she has two.
Love that for her.
Yeah.
So this is news for Matt Steele only, because I'm glad this happened, but I, don't care. But she has said that the Sunset Boulevard movie is happening. And Matt Steele has been fighting for this film forever, to the point where I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen, babe. But she was interviewed somewhere that I can't find, and she says the movie is in the works, and I'm not giving up on that one. Apparently, speaking of Norman Desmond, Close shared her love for the character. It's so beautiful to me that she's always still so relevant. The time passes, but the character is so important. We're trying to find a director. Matt Steele, available.
Oh, well,
They have a they have a great script. Blah, blah, blah. She's excited.
Well, I'm even more excited than she is. The fact that she said this is still moving forward, the fact that she is still pushing, that is a warrior. I've wanted this movie to happen for so fucking long.
When was it initially announced?
It was like officially announced right after she lost the Oscar for The Wife. And of course I was just like, oh God, will Glenn Close ever win the Oscar? And then
Right.
she looks surprisingly happy at this after party. And it's like because she knows Sunset Boulevard, the movie is happening.
What year was The Wife?
The Wife was 2018 and the Oscars were 2019.
Okay.
And then and so then it was announced a couple days after the Oscars, or a couple weeks, I don't remember. It said that Rob Ashford was directing a Sunset Boulevard movie, and all of us,
Yes.
we were just like, this is Close's Oscar, let's go, we're all so excited. And then we heard nothing. Absolutely.
that seems bad.
It was very bad. I was waiting and waiting. But now, apparently, Rob Ashford is out. And so when I heard that it's still moving forward, I was like, the first name I thought of. Mr.
Oh, Damien Chazelle.
Damien
You think
Chazelle.
about him all the time. You think
I
he should
know.
direct everything.
Yes, I think it would be wonderful. Like film noir.
But
like
don't
about
you
the-
want a budget? I feel like after Babylon, that man's not getting a budget for a minute. Not to be rude, I just fact he said that. He said that on
Damien
record.
Chazelle did say that.
Yes.
But that's just like digging salt in my wound
Oh,
right
I'm
now in front of
sorry.
all of fucking LA. You're saying this.
Apologize.
But then I thought, you know what? Fuck it. No one wants this movie to happen more than me and Glenn Close. Y'all, all of LA is here, all the executives. I will direct this fucking
The
movie.
executives.
I will direct this movie.
I think you do
and
a
you
bang
know
up job.
what? That will not eat into any budget.
That's true.
Yeah, because girl, I will do it not free. Not for free. I'll do it for maybe if you like pay my health insurance for a year. I'll
You
do
should
it.
up it.
And the movie will be great.
Yes, it would be great.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for that. To say I got to do it.
I think it's important that we go from things Matt Steele loves with his entire heart, and are like the biggest part of his being, to things that I love and are the biggest part of my being. And to that I say, Vanderpump Rules.
Look at them, gorgeous.
This is a perfect, well, it's had perfect seasons, including last season. This season's a little iffy. If you don't know, you know what Vanderpump Rules is. We're in LA. It's the best show on television. It had a dip after Scandival, and it has been announced that they're going on pause this summer. They have been filming every summer, talking about like, oh, we want to see what's going on with the whole group. We film from May to July, or maybe even going into August. And this year it has been announced by TMZ that the season is not going to happen this summer. It won't begin taping until later. They have not said when later is. That seems worrying to me. Sources told the publication that they want to let their lives breathe a little bit in the wake of Scandival, with hopes of some fresh drama that doesn't involve the Tom Sandoval sparked scandal from spring of 2023. An additional factor, and in my opinion, the only factor, Ariana, who was the victim of the scandal, is hosting Love Island now. So all summer, she is going to be busy, like hosting 50 episodes of television or however long that fucking show is. And if I can just say, there are many issues with the show right now. Vanderpump Rules has not been the same since Scandal because the producers are so clearly getting Lala and Sheena to be like, okay, we're trying to bridge the gap. We're trying to like build a bridge between Ariana and Sandoval and like, let's get the group back together. It doesn't make any sense. What Tom Sandoval did to her is unforgivable. Every bit of rage that Ariana has for this man is very well earned. And the thing is, everyone on the internet is more mad at Lala and Sheena than they are at Tom. To me, fire Tom. We don't need Sandoval, enough Sandoval. I get that it upped the ratings for however long. We can move on without them, center it on the women, and I want to see how Sheena and Lala come back from like their terrible season they had with Ariana and Katie. I know like only 5 of you know what I'm talking about, but it's an important show, and it's never too late to catch up. It's only 11 seasons. It's worth every second of your time. And I want you all to be with me this time next week.
Ma, did you get that? No.
Oh, come on. Mama, I'll explain it later.
I got maybe 10% of it.
So there was this girl, Sheena.
Yeah.
No,
we're starting from the beginning. Yeah, but you know what? If Tom Sandoval's going to go, who can replace Tom Sandoval? If I'm going to use this platform in front of the entirety of LA to say I want to direct Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, should I be on the show?
Yeah.
They do need a gay person and a black person. So I'm available. That is the white. But the thing is, they're so awful to each other, I don't want to put a black person through that. I don't know. I go back and forth.
But it'll be you. You're taking one for the team.
It would be me. And I promote this podcast.
Yes.
It's great promotion.
And I need my health insurance paid.
Okay, perfect. Next up, we have these two lovely ladies you're seeing here. That is Drew Barrymore, and that is Kamala Harris. If you didn't see the clip that was circling around Twitter this week, Kamala, Vice President of the United States, reminder, was at the Drew Barrymore show doing an interview. Drew was very close, per usual. And, Kamala, trying to keep it light, was like talking about her relationship with her stepchildren. And she said, I love Disney, however, that was Barrymore. Disney kind of messed me up. For a lot of us over the year, there was the evil step-parent. And Kamala says, the word for me is mamala. It's not fair to the children to put them in a situation where, intentionally or not, they are being manipulated around the adults' weird relationships with each other. You have to sort that out. Barrymore interjects. That's a great segue to say something that I've been thinking in my head, that we all need a mom. I've been thinking that we all need a tremendous hug in the world right now, but in our country, we need you to be mamala of the country. Horrifying.
So essentially, Drew, in Kamala's whole speech, Drew Barrymore was processing that about as much as I was processing your Vanderpump Rules spiel. Because
she missed it all.
Because Kamala Harris was essentially just like, I don't like being called Mamala. And Drew Barrymore, with her hand held, said,
oh.
You need to be our mama. I know this is the first time we've touched in generations, guys. You know what? Yeah, Drew was in the moment.
Yes, but you watch the clip and Kamala's holding back laughter at a moment. It's just this is so wild, and I understand Drew has had trauma of her own and has her own mother issues, but let's not project it onto, again, an elected official, the vice president of our country, while she's trying to make a routine stop at your weird show.
But listen, I will be lying if I said I have never called Joe Biden Daddy Joe.
You wouldn't say it to his fucking face, though. I pray.
We'll see how feisty I get.
Oh, my. This is all worrying.
Whenever he does something great, I'm just like, Daddy, snapping my finger as I'm blow drying my hair in the morning when I'm reading the news.
That is odd, but seems different.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we have our old friend Jerry Seinfeld.
My customer at the restaurant that I work at.
Oh, really?
He comes in sometimes.
Is he a good tipper?
He's nice, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That seems no.
Good tipper. I don't know. He usually doesn't sit in my section. I work at the bar. He usually sits at a table, with a friend. But he seems nice.
Well, he's mad at PC culture this week. Did you hear? This was in a recent interview in The New Yorker. Seinfeld said that the lack of comedies on television is a result of the extreme left and PC crap. It used to be you would go home at the end of the day, most people would go, oh, Cheers is on, oh, MASH is on, oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family is on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people.
Is that the reason for streaming?
I don't know. I don't know if that launched streaming. Hacks is coming back tonight or whatever.
Oh, God.
Is that extreme left PC
Is that
crap?
our fault? Are
And
we
also-
part of the problem? Because Hacks is on a streaming platform?
And what's the Larry David show?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Is that PC? Like, I don't understand. Like, I've seen clips of that show, and it's not trying to appease anyone. It's not trying to say, I want everyone to like me. And it's hilarious. It wins a bunch of fucking awards. Also, Abbott Elementary is adorable. And sure, it's not pushing the envelope, but I smile, and I like smiling.
Smiling is great.
Okay?
It's great.
I
Thank
feel like as everyone ages, supposedly they say we move to the right a little bit. That hasn't happened for me, even after my birthday. I do think concert tickets are too expensive, but that feels like light.
But guess what? Daddy got rid of those junk fees, baby.
Did he? I mean, I know
Yeah.
there was talk of it.
Sure. Did it happen?
I don't
Yeah.
feel like.
One
No,
to-
thank you.
Well, no,
Jackson
Brandon, it'll
was
happen.
trying to buy me Chapel Roan Olivia Rodrigo tickets for
Yeah.
my birthday. Looked at the prices and was like, "I'll get you a Chapel Roan shirt, babe." Like, we're not paying $700 to see Olivia Rodrigo.
Sure, not even like a signed CD from eBay. Like something like less expensive.
No, I love that shirt.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I don't need a signed
You wore it
CD.
a couple days ago. It looked great on you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Long story short, I hope to never be Jerry Seinfeld. He has so much fucking money. Why are you complaining? Just like be happy, live on your millions and millions of dollars of royalties. It's going to be okay.
Well, and the thing is, I've actually never seen Seinfeld. And
Never
I've-
once?
No, I've seen like little clips of it. Go, I'm so young.
No,
And
not that young, babe.
I'm younger than Darren Criss. Which is, and
By
he's
a
so young.
hair. By a hair.
Not a hair. I would say by like a hair and a follicle.
Fine,
A
whatever you want to
long
call
hair
it.
in the center of the head. And so but I've like seen like little bits here and there. And also I know the premise of the show. Wasn't the whole premise of the show was that like this isn't really trying to like offend anyone or push the envelope? Isn't it like this is everyday stuff we can all relate to, the silly, goofy things
I
that
don't
happen?
think not push the envelope is the point, but the show. It is supposed to be the show about nothing.
Sure,
Like,
yeah, but like, why is he saying this as if like he's the one who like pushed the envelope hardcore, like with his show or with his
I
comedy?
mean, people. I remember going to friends' houses and people being like, "Oh my God, you watch Friends? They have sex with each other." So maybe Seinfeld at the time
It was
was.
a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time.
It was a different time.
All right, this next news story I realize is only for me, so everyone can sit there quietly.
All right, I'm gonna go take
Because
my pee break.
this is great news for me personally. Mariah Carey, Queen of Music, and Daniel Bedingfield, underrated, gotta get through this musician, 2002 hit. Yes, thank you, sir. I am so glad you're with me. Jeff, I know you like him. You have to cheer. There's a collaboration that happened around the Charm Bracelet era in around 2002, and Daniel Bedingfield is gonna be releasing it. Thank you for the claps. He told Daily Star's Wired column that it really burns a hole in my heart. It's just sitting there unreleased. The fans would love it. That's why he's come up with a brand new company called Hooks. It came about when the chart topper became aware of how many unheard songs just sat on hard drives after being overlooked by record labels. His plan is to share a 40-second TikTok-length clip of an older, unreleased recording and see if it hooks fans. Then fans can create videos for them, blow them up on socials, and then the artist knows, oh, this is actually music that's unreleased and it's going viral. This won't work. Like, I don't understand. Like, I am too old for TikTok, and he is older than I am.
Even I'm too old for TikTok.
I know, it's true. It's not gonna work, but even that 40 seconds will be such a joy to me. Like, I understand it's most likely a ballad. If you're not the one, but if it's Mariah over like a two-step garage beat, like Mariah in, 2002 Britain, like that is music I want to hear, I deserve to hear.
Two-step is coming back.
How can I make this go viral on TikTok, is the question.
Well, you gotta log into TikTok first.
I do. I do on our 2Gay Mats account.
Yeah, that's about it, girl.
You're right. I'll beef up the following.
Thank
And then
you.
You're welcome.
You're doing yet another job, and I'm not going to do shit. Yeah, he runs the TikTok. He runs the slideshow.
What do you run?
I run. I didn't run the camera. Oh no, that was only when you were my guest, Matt. Yeah, that was because one time whenever he's not in town and I have to set up the goddamn camera and record myself, it's a disaster.
It looks great. You guys look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Is there any other news idiots we should discuss before we move on to our...
a lot, but we're not
next
going to
segment?
discuss any of it.
Okay, so generally this is the section of the podcast where we get emails from people, with questions for us, whether they be opinions or feelings that they want to get out and oh, I'm going through this hard roommate situation, what do I do? It's usually younger people, so it's like roommates. But since we're all in person, if anybody has any questions for us, there's a mic right there. So does anybody have any questions, any thoughts, any feelings they want to get out? Oh, here we go. Matt Bridges.
Oh, Matt Bridges. Oh.
Another Matt in our midst.
Another Matt. Oh, God.
Oh,
It's
God, I know
competition.
your fucking question.
No, it's not that question.
Okay.
Okay. So if there was going to be a tribute concert for two singers, Christina Aguilera and Mariah Carey, thank you. So what would Mariah Carey sing, which will never happen, as a Christina Aguilera cover song at the tribute concert? And what song do you think Christina Aguilera should perform at the Mariah Carey concert?
That's a great question.
That's the question.
Oh my God.
I think Mariah should sing The Voice Within. Because she would sound amazing on it, and Christina lifted a few lines from Hero in that song. Reaching out a hand for you to hold? That's a Mariah Carey Hero lyric.
Oh no, who let the fighter in
Okay,
here?
what's going on? What happened? No, I was kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You know, reaching out the hand for you to hold. That's from Hero. That's literally the same exact line in The Voice Within.
Well, but it was Glenn Ballard. They didn't work together on that, did they? On Hero?
Who? Mariah and
Yeah.
Glenn Ballard?
No,
No,
just
but
gonna-
Okay, continue.
Mariah had
Okay,
a
go ahead.
lyric.
No.
But Christina
Yes.
would do a great. I mean, she loves to sing a lot. She likes to be a big vocalist.
Okay.
You know.
Settle shade. We love it.
She loves to sing a lot.
She does. She likes to make like kind of
Yeah,
growl.
yeah.
I think the voice. Vision of Love. I think
That's what- okay.
opening with
Okay.
Vision of Love.
Okay.
Mariah's most like unabashed, like I am singing. Listen to all these fucking notes I'm going for. That's very Christina coded. And
Okay.
Christina said she was inspired by that.
She was.
Back
She
when
was.
she admitted to being inspired by Mariah Carey.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Okay, love it.
Oh,
Steele?
Oh, I have no fucking. I'm just listening.
Okay, got
it's
it,
like
got it.
Roger Bart versus Melissa.
Huh?
Melissa, Michelle. Who Roger Bart? Michelle. It's like
Oh,
Roger
Michelle.
Bart versus Michelle. I'm just.
Oh,
here to
hello.
watch.
Another question.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi, I'm here among the
Matt, two
people.
gay Matts.
Yes.
I know both of you watched Traitors this past season. And both of you come from different reality backgrounds.
Yes.
The shows you watch. Who are a few people you would like to see on season 3?
Monica from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. She would be, thank you ladies, she would be an iconic villain, an iconic traitor. She is the one who like was running a burner account about the entire cast before joining the show. Iconic television. I can't believe they fired her. I would like her back, but if she can't come back to Salt Lake next season, she needs to be on Traitors as soon as possible.
I think Traders has the budget now where they can get Tiffany New York Pollard.
I mean,
Like they have so much
absolutely.
fucking
And
money.
Tiffany's on House of Villains again.
Yeah.
So they have more money than
Traders
House of
has more
Villains.
money than those people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And if you're not watching Traitors, you must. It is truly prestige television. Beautiful. Thank you. Janie knows. Janie knows. That was the laughter of agreement.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Guys, that's literally the extent of the show is everyone just sitting at a table going, you're a traitor.
All right.
Well, I think you're a traitor.
Matt Steele has notes. I do not.
I have
It's
some
great.
notes on the show, but it is still like very, very entertaining. When it's good, it's fucking great.
Yes.
I would also love a deep cut in like the Big Brother world.
Yes.
You know, like maybe like a Jen Johnson from Big Brother 8.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just like some random person who. Oh, Kaser would absolutely do it. He would be awful. Oh, he always gets out pre-jury and like bless his heart. He's like one of the most favorite like people on Big Brother. Everyone loves him. He always does horribly.
I would like Melissa from Real World New Orleans.
Oh, she'd be fun.
She would be amazing. She's still incredible. She was amazing on the Real World Paramount Plus Homecoming that they brought back. She was so good, still as sharp as a tack, quick-witted, very brilliant, and she loves the show. I follow her on Twitter or on Instagram, and she's always posting about it.
Wait, and if we're gonna do like other like actually like talent competition shows, I think like Paula Abdul would be very fun.
Oh, I don't.
What's wrong?
I don't know if that's what she needs. I don't know. I feel like
I think it would be. It's what we need. We don't really need it, but like, I think it'd be very fun. I think she'd do it.
she would do it. That's not what I said. I don't know if it would be good for her to do it. I think she'd get really, like, remember that sports guy who had to leave because it was too intense? He was like, I don't like backstabbing people. I don't like
Oh my
sending
God.
someone home who couldn't take it. Like, I don't know if she could hack it.
All the sports people, when they go on a competition reality show, do horribly.
Right.
Like on Celebrity Big Brother, they always have a basketball player, and they don't even understand the rules. Like they have no idea what they're doing, and so I think it's interesting because they actually compete for a living.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
a different type of competition. Any other questions?
Any other questions? Any other questions?
Oh!
hello,
is that Jen?
ma'am.
Is that our friend Jen? Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for coming.
Jen!
Lovely, Jen.
Oh my God, your shirt! She has the same Carol Channing shirt I do.
Oh my God.
Oh.
There was a purpose for this shirt.
Thank you.
Okay, I wrote it down. Palmer, how has your appreciation for musicals grown, and what is your favorite cast recording so far? And
Yeah, answer
Steele,
that.
same thing for you, but about pop.
Oh.
That's a great question. It is about learning. This is
We're an
basically a PBS show.
educational channel.
The Learning Channel. Okay, in pre-Matt Steele times, I was very much a Les Mis person. Like, I love all 12,000 songs there. Not the movie, it's tough. Listen to, like, is it the 20th anniversary that I like? Or 10th? Oh, 10th, excuse me?
He's still learning.
It's 10th.
It's only been 12 years, it's fine.
But I would also like to point out that there are musicals that I have actually brought to Matt Steele's attention since we started this. I was the one that was like, you must listen to Fun Home. I'm sitting at my desk, bawling my fucking eyes out.
To be fair, it was like the day it fucking came out.
Yes, and I was
just
on the
hadn't
ball.
listened to it yet.
I was on the ball.
And he was texting me, why am I crying at Fun Home to my desk?
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also very much a next to normal person. Speaking of Alice Ripley, who will come up later, I think that show is incredible. I watched it a billion times on Broadway before I moved out here. And, I mean, it's light fare, but Legally Blonde, the musical, is fucking perfect. And I need a movie version of that. Like, the Mean Girls musical movie was a cute girl. That musical is cute and works. Legally Blonde is at another level. Like, truly... Renee Rapp? Dove Cameron, I hear is great. Yeah.
Well, they'll compete to the death. It'll be fun. we'll have a reality show about that.
What about you with your pop music?
I can't believe you did not fucking say Caroline or Change.
I liked it, but you like it so much. You like it so much that I can't like it. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck does that mean?
You know what I'm saying? It's like singing washers and dryers. I'm not really like fantastic.
It's genius,
like
guys.
that.
Tony Kushner, who wrote Angels in America, also wrote a musical with Janine Tesori. Yes, we love Tony. And for years, I was begging him, you need to listen to Caroline or Change. He was a little turned off by like, there's a singing bus and a singing washing machine.
I mean, that's hard.
You know, but you loved The Brave Little Toaster, I'm sure.
I did.
Yeah, and so it's sort of like that, except like a little more.
What pop album do you like?
Jesus Christ. And I'm just here promoting Caroline. It's all of LA is here that we want a movie version. But I would say as far as like pop albums that really like sort of like changed my life, that you for years were like, you need to listen to this, you need to listen to this, you need to listen to this, is Robin's The Body Talk series. And for years, he was just like, you need to listen to Robin, you need to listen to Robin.
This is the album that has Dancing on My Own. It has Call Your Girlfriend. It has like 20 tracks. And the thing is, we're all about like shorten your fucking albums. Not that time.
No, this is perfect.
That's the exception.
Well, it's 3 albums.
Yes.
And so they all came out like within months of each other,
Yeah, it was
I
like
guess.
3 different EPs that like wound up into one album.
Why it happened that way, I don't know, but I don't ask questions.
And then Honey is going to be 7 or 8 tracks that
I know,
follow
what
up to
did
that
she do?
album.
I know.
That upset me. She'll be back.
It was a betrayal. But for years, he was like, Robin is it, Robin is it, Robin is it. And I'm like, yeah, show me love, we love. And then,
Not the same.
And then the night where we had to listen to it for Patreon,
Yeah.
patreon.com/Jugan.
Don't promote that here.
And-
They already paid.
And I was like, okay, I gotta listen to all 3 of these fucking albums. I will never forget. It was like the longest walk around my neighborhood I have ever experienced in my entire fucking
I was
life.
so proud.
It was so
I love
phenomenal.
that you love it.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions before we go to our next segment?
We got time for one more.
One more. Anybody?
One more. Anybody.
All right, quiet.
Okay.
Jackson, let's go. All right. So,
Oh, no.
Guys, we're kind of getting close-ish to the end. And at the end of our podcast, every single week, we have a section called Giving Me Moments, where we talk about something that has given us life this week, something that has brought us joy, some content we have, consumed that we care about and want to share with all of you. And Matt Steele, you have the floor.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Guys, it's been a week of wonderfulness. As I said, my mom is in town, and
Yeah.
so I had a really wonderful time. Other than that, it's been like the most insane month and a half,
Very true.
ever, with the Beyonce release, the Taylor release. You think I watched anything? You think I watched any TV? No. But what I did do was I went on stage and I performed for people. And I just want to say, as I said before, I didn't do fucking shit for this show. Matt Palmer did everything, so I just want to say Matt Palmer
that's nice.
gave me my moments this week.
That's very
Because,
nice.
baby, I am living the dream right now. Since I didn't do anything, I didn't do the slideshow, I didn't like call the venue, be like, hey, we're here. I didn't do any of it. So it was literally, I felt like a superstar. I rolled up in
this took a turn.
in my hatchback Hyundai accent. And they just said, the stage is ready. And I said, thank you. And I said, Joanne, which way to the stage? And so that makes me feel great because I love being able to do something and do no work leading up to it. It feels so great.
Was I the subject of that, or was the experience of you, not having...
You were part of it.
Okay.
Thank you. So thank you, Matt Palmer. Everyone really thank you, Matt Palmer.
And
You
it wasn't
truly
just
did
me,
all this
Jackson up
shit.
top, everyone who helped with this
Jackson,
happening.
he's amazing.
It means
we
a lot.
We love. Okay, what was your giving
I feel
me
like
moments?
you should have gone second because mine's about dumber shit. But
Oh.
Okay, I have 2 things I want to talk about. And the first thing I discussed a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, but if you haven't heard it, There is a new album by an artist named Rachel Chinuriri, and she is an incredible pop musician. She is a black girl from England doing very pop rock music, and she is bursting onto the scene with a song called Never Need Me. And the entire album came out like maybe a day or two ago. And these past couple of days, as I have been, prepping a lot for this, it has been keeping me calm. It has been keeping me centered. I go on my walks and I have Rachel in my ear and I'm just like, this is the kind of pop girl I want everyone to know about. Like, I feel like the people in the Discord, hello, often got us on board with Chapel Roan early on, and I'm trying to pass the baton to Miss Rachel Chinuriri. I can't tell you enough how good that debut album is. She is an artist with a point of view and a sound that I feel like is very much missing from pop radio. I implore you to take a listen. Secondly, in much dumber news, guys, I hate to tell you, The Valley's fucking amazing. The Valley, the Vanderpump Rules spinoff, which stars all of the... I'm sorry, I gotta tell you. It's great. Have you watched...
Yeah, they thought you moved.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, no, I'm not giving my moments to the actual Valley, the television show, The Valley, which stars all of the people that got kicked off of Vanderpump Rules for being racist. They're back, and they're with a group of people who are truly the worst people you've ever seen, the worst people you've ever known. Their marriages are crumbling before your eyes, but my God, if it's not riveting. During Vanderpump these days, I'm watching, I'm scrolling, I'm tweeting, the phone is down. I often have headphones on. I'm like, I can't miss a word that Jesse says to Michelle because he's a monster, but she's cheating on him with Quentin Tarantino. Like, I need to see this. This is brilliant television. The fact that before the series even premiered, we knew that two of these couples were divorcing. It's like watching a car wreck, but it's the most, it's also makes me feel good because it's like the kind of television that's like, God, my life's not so bad. It could be fucking worse. And the thing is, now they're trying to do this thing where they're going to ice out one of the people on the show, but it's one of the people who was a star on Vanderpump Rules. It's like, you can't get rid of Kristen, guys. Kristen Doty is a superstar. She's a monster, but the show doesn't exist without her. So Jesse and Michelle being like, you have to invite them or us. It's like, they're inviting them. They want the fucking Bravo check. She's been on Watch What Happens Live 3,000 times. No one knows your fucking name. So don't do this. Kristen's a mess, but she's gonna have that baby, and it's gonna be okay. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think Luke isn't creepy. I think he just stands up for her in a weird way.
Okay.
See, you should have gone second. That wasn't important.
Okay, yeah. I guess, again, thank you, Matt Palmer. We'll end it on a more sentimental note.
But guys,
the reason why he booked this whole venue was because he just wanted to stand in front of all of LA and say that shit. He just wanted to let everyone know.
Which you were listening to intently, I'm sure.
I was. Luke isn't creepy.
Great. All I needed to get
He's
off. Not
creepy. We love Luke.
We love Luke.
Do we love Luke? Or is he just not creepy?
I think he has. I don't love him, but he gets a bad rap. There are much worse men on the show.
There are worse men out there always,
Much worse
guys.
men.
So whenever a guy does you shitty, whenever you got a Jamie in your life, do your research, sir. Then just know that there are worse men. Yeah, but you know who the best man is? Me, but also you.
Thank you. Yes. We are all in this together, guys. Thank you so much for coming and being here.
Yeah, we really.
This is so much fun. Oh my God. That is very kind. This has truly been a dream come true. Thank you so much for being here.
This was so much fun.
This was so much fun.
You guys are awesome.
We love you all.
We hope you learned something.
Yeah, we'll be outside. Come hang out.
We'll be outside. You'll see us. We'll look great.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
You've done enough. I'll clean.